But just wasn't listening. I didn't think she was listening to him, to Jesus. I didn't think she was listening to me. I didn't think she was listening to her dad, just a little, you know, just a little. And so, only place she was really attentive was to the ball court. She was a fabulous athlete. And so I said, Lord, we were in volleyball season. She just was not listening to me one iota. I said, I don't know how to get her attention. And so I don't know anything else to ask you to do, but just stay her hand and don't let her be able to play in that game today. I don't know anything else to do. She's not listening to me. She's not listening to her father. And so I'm just going to ask you, would you just make it a disaster? Y'all? And I wrote it down in my journal. This great athlete, it was like this. She was like, honestly, I mean, pulled off the court, walked away like this, going like, what happened? What happened? She was so distressed after that game. And it was not until the next day, said, I'm gonna need to show you something in Mama's journal. See, we won't pray that kind of thing on them because we're so wrapped up in their success. We would rather them be successful and ungodly than say to the Lord, I want you to have them. So if it means that they're not as successful and it's the only way you can get their attention, that maybe if she doesn't end up being valedictorian after she's worked for it for 4 solid years, that she wants to be so smart, so smart, so smart, but she's way too smart for you, then I'm going to ask you, Lord, would you please meet her where she's looking? I'm just asking. Do we have guts enough to want our children to fulfill the plan that was ordained for their lives before the foundation of the world? Or will we coddle them and coddle them and coddle them and bow down to them and be afraid of them and just let them go on with their bad selves and do all the worldly things and then get to be about 60 years old and think, why in the world am I even here? Our callings are wrapped up in our obedience.